Over 1,200 people move to the Triangle every single week, which means there needs to be a lot more places for them to live, work, and play. Today, we're going to be looking at the biggest projects for 2026 for us to do and see here in the Raleigh area, so stay tuned. This multi-billion-dollar mega project that has really sat dormant for years is going to reshape Apex in 2026. This is Veridia, which is going to be a huge, huge project, really one of the biggest in our region.
When all said and done, this development is going to be massive. So we're talking 1,100 acres, 8,000 residential units, that's apartments, that's single family homes, that's townhomes. It's gonna be 12 million square feet of commercial space. It's gonna be 3.5 million square feet of retail space. There's gonna be a lot going on. And next year, we're gonna see the opening of the first apartment complex going into the community. But I think the biggest thing, and really probably out of all the video that we'll talk about today, all the things we'll talk about in the video, I should say, I think the biggest thing coming to our region is the Children's Hospital that's gonna be a part of this. I think that's just a game changer, not just for our area, but for the state of North Carolina in general.
Yeah, so there is going to be a Children's Hospital located within Veridia. They're gonna start like breaking some ground for utilities and roadways and things like that. That will be part of where the hospital is gonna sit, but obviously we're not gonna see the hospital open in 2026. But the coolest thing about it is that UNC and Duke are actually partnering together.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's gonna be a 500-bed children's hospital, which is just so cool to have this unique thing coming to our area, one of the largest children's hospitals in the country. So this is gonna be a big deal in our area, and I feel like they're also gonna have it's gonna open up a lot of employment opportunities for people.
I think 8,000 jobs.
8,000 jobs, and Wake Tech is also gonna be putting one of their community college campuses on the site of Veridia, which will probably feed in like a lot of nursing students and support roles and stuff into the hospital. So it's gonna be a really huge development. It's kind of gonna feel like its own little micro city, I feel like, within Apex. So it's really gonna reshape that area.
For sure. The Raleigh Convention Center is getting a huge revamp, and in order to pull that off, they're having to relocate Red Hat Amphitheater. So the new Red Hat Amphitheater originally was gonna open in 2026. That's now been delayed to 2027. But essentially what the issue is, the convention center is too small. It needs to be expanded. Red Hat Amphitheater current location is in the way, so they're having to literally move it just across the street, which is what they're working on now.
Yep. So Red Hat's current place is going to be relocated just like directly south of where it is, and the convention center is actually going to take over both sides of that street. And within the convention center, also a really large hotel that's going to help accommodate things to hopefully bring in a lot more conferences and tourism into the area, which will be a really nice thing for downtown Raleigh. And the new Red Hat, some exciting things about it, it's going to be roughly the same size. So we're not like getting an expanded concert venue downtown. So that small vibe that a lot of people love will still be there for sure. But I think we'll have some improved things with the food and beverage options and things like that, and also a pedestrian bridge to get over that direction. So I think we're going to see some improvements in the Red Hat place.
Yeah, and the art renderings look really cool of what it's going to look like.
They do. The magic of Disney is going to be making huge progress with Asteria, Disney's first North Carolina community that is being constructed in Chatham County. This isn't new news, but the fact that they are finally going to be making a lot of physical progress with the development in 2026 is really exciting. We're talking like really digging out lots of utilities, getting the ground prepared, and hopefully getting more details about future sales in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so home sales are not supposed to start until 2027. However, I think in 2026, because we really know very little about this community, like literally nothing. Like who are the builders? What are the HOA amenities? Like what is the HOA gonna cost? Like what is involved in this community that makes it unique? We don't really know anything. And so I think in 2026, we're gonna have a lot of those details coming our way in preparation for home sales to go live in 2027. But Disney is building another community in California, and we can kind of look at that and get a little bit of an idea. So the one in California, it at least looks like it's in the middle of the desert. I don't really know if it is, but one of their HOA amenities is just this really huge, beautiful, like blue lagoon that people can go kayaking on. It looks really nice, but the HOA fees there are $600 a month which is astounding. And then there's a separate club that folks can join with a $20,000 initiation fee and then $11,000 a year on top of that. Now, I don't know if our area is gonna have anything remotely compared to that, but if you can look at that and just infer that HOA fees are going to be high, and there's probably going to be some type of club that includes a pretty high price membership. But I think in 2026, we're going to get a lot of those details.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to learn more about what's coming to this community.
Yes, you are. In 2026, we're going to continue to see the redesign of the Lenovo Center. And this is really going to come in two different parts. One is the initial part that we're seeing now, and then next is going to be a substantial part that's going to really reorganize the entire region. But the first part is a $300 million project to basically renovate the Lenovo Center and bring it up to, I guess, modern standards, so to speak.
Yeah.
New suites, new bars, reorganization of space for better flow, new lobby. Like, it's going to really change the Lenovo Center in general.
And the second phase of the Lenovo Center updates is going to be more of the whole sports and entertainment district that's surrounding that area. There's going to be expanded tailgate space, parking garages, which will definitely be desperately needed, which will be good. There's going to be apartments, a hotel. There's going to be lots of retail space and restaurants, all kinds of things really coming to this area and really just redefining what it is right now. So we're going to see some
also a live music
changes.
venue, like a 4,300 square foot or 4,300 seat live music venue.
Yeah, so I feel like that's probably going to be more of like an outdoor type venue. So you have, you know, it's not like replacing concerts and stuff at PNC or Lenovo. Sorry, keep calling it PNC. I'm not used to the name change yet. But you know, so we're going to have a lot of extra music venues coming in 2026 and 2027 to the Raleigh area.
For sure. In 2026, we're going to start seeing, and really already are seeing, big changes occurring at the RDU airport. This includes a new runway. This includes redesigning and expanding Terminal 2. If you're a Terminal 1 fan like I am and you fly Southwest, don't worry, this is not affecting you. I try to avoid
keeping our lonely island over there.
I try to avoid Terminal 2 as much as I can, and so this is not affecting you if you're like us. And it's also going to include restructuring and widening the John Brantley Boulevard, which is obviously really the only way in and out of the airport. But all of these changes are going to make substantial differences, and it's also expanding one of the economy lots. I think it's going to take parking from like 3,800 spaces in one of the lots, our dog's joining us, to 11,000 parking spaces, which is crazy. I mean, that's like a substantial update.
And definitely necessary too, and hopefully maybe it'll make parking more
His name's Teddy, by the way.
Teddy has serious thoughts.
Teddy is very concerned about Terminal 1 as well. He wants to make sure Terminal 1 is not touched. Stays small and stays uncrowded.
Stay smooth, 2025 was a huge year for Dix Park with the opening of the Gypsum Play Plaza, but that is really just the beginning. The Play Plaza has been amazing and incredible. They also added the trolls to the park, which has been really fun for a lot of people.
I don't get the trolls.
Yeah.
But
he doesn't appreciate the trolls.
I mean, they're cool, but it's kind of weird.
Anyway, that is really just the beginning of what is going to be happening at Dix Park, which is really exciting. We've also got in 2026 a couple of other projects that are getting started on, like the pedestrian access on South Saunders Street to help lead you from downtown on bikes or walkways and things like that into the Dix Park area. And then you've also got the Rock Branch Creek renovation. So this is a waterway project that's going to happen that's going to lead from Dix Park into the downtown area with like boardwalks and all kinds of really cool things in the waterfront area.
Yeah, and even that, like Cindy said, it's really just the beginning. I mean, there's a multi-phase, multi-year process in the revitalization of Dix Park. And really, Raleigh's goal for this is that Dix Park becomes the world-class park for Raleigh. So think like Central Park for New York City. Obviously, Dix Park's not going to be Central Park, but it's going to be what Central Park is to New York City. That's what Dix Park is going to be to Raleigh in the future. And even like some exciting ideas. I know we've literally just did a video talking about a potential gondola system that connects Dix Park to downtown, because that's one of the hindrances. Right now you have this really wonderful park that's coming into its own, so to speak, but you don't have a great connection point to downtown. Downtown's got a lot of parking, so people can park downtown, they can get to Dix Park for the various like activities and events there. And so something creative like that would give folks a lot of, like, it would be unique. Like Raleigh needs unique things. And so I think there's a lot of exciting things in store for Dix Park as we look into the future.
For sure. The city of Durham is using its 2024 Parks Bond money to fix a historic wrong and build something totally new. Actually, a few somethings totally new, which is going to be really great for residents in Durham. We've got the connection of Easton Park and Longmeadow Park. These are two parks that have been historically two different areas because they used to be segregated a long time ago. They're obviously no longer segregated, but the way that they're positioned is kind of awkward right now. So this is going to put a bridgeway between the two parks and just make them one giant green space, like one large park, which is really, really exciting. The renderings of this look really nice, just like a really peaceful and calm place for adults and kids alike to be together, which is really cool.
And then the next thing that Durham is digging into, I'm really proud of Durham, by the way. I know we did a video on like upcoming parks and I mentioned that in there, but Durham's really investing in its parks, which is something it has not done in the past, and I feel like that's a really good thing. But there's Merrickmore Aquatic Center, which is going through a $43 million renovation to build this really world-class aquatic center. It's going to have a lazy river. It's going to have a zero entry pool. Like, it's going to be a destination for itself. And the concept art looks absolutely amazing for this. Like, really cool. We'll definitely be taking our kids to it when it's done. But that is going to be breaking ground soon, and that's going to be a really big deal for Durham.
For sure. So there are just so many amazing projects coming in 2026 around Raleigh that we can't wait for, and that we were going to continue to keep you guys updated on.
Yeah, for sure. But we are Zach and Cindy Honeycutt, a couple of real estate agents in the area. So if you are looking to buy or sell, we'd love to be a real estate resource of choice. You can find our contact info below, and you can also find us on Instagram.
Yep, we'd love to have you follow along on Instagram. You can come say hi over there at the Honeycutt Realtors. And if you ever see us around town, come and say hi. We'd love to meet you.
Yep, we'll see y'all next time.